Dr. Garvey, how does a chiropractor from Mississauga come to form a global cancer foundation?
Great question, Sad. Basically, it all started at an early childhood. I was diagnosed with leukemia at age 11, and through that understanding and growing up and having a different perspective on life and philosophy with respect to healthcare, I've come to understand that there's a better way to take care of people. And although the medical community has a great hold on cancer and what that entails, I think what we want to do is look on the prevention side of things, and that's one of the reasons why we came up with the Chiropractic Cancer Foundation for Children to provide complementary care for all children with cancer worldwide. And I think that's probably one of our goals, is just to infiltrate the entire world on a new philosophy and perspective.
Perfect, thank you. Now, when a child is diagnosed with cancer, what goes on? How does life change for him or her?
Me personally speaking, you're 11 years old, they tell you have cancer. What do you think? What do you do? I guess my first question was, am I going to live? Am I going to live? And that was probably, and I didn't know what real cancer was, because I wasn't old enough to have that past knowledge of other people dying from cancer. You're 11 years old. When my mom was crying, and when my father started crying, I knew there was something serious, because my father doesn't cry. But as you go through, the world unfolds from a different perspective, a different reality. You go back to high or grade school, and children are just living their life, and next thing you know, you're thrown into a grown-up world and a whole different world for 3.5 years or 3 years.
So how would you say having cancer, having beaten cancer, changed your life? How has it enriched your life?
Perspective. I think that's the biggest thing. When I was in a cancer camp when I was 11, there was a young boy named Chris. He had osteosarcoma, the same cancer Terry Fox had, and he played basketball on a prosthetic limb and water skied on one leg, and he was such a great influence to me. He was such a great inspiration, and I liken it unto missing my finger. My perspective on life is it's minuscule. However, I had a patient come in my clinic that was missing the same finger, and it massively impacted his life. For me, I use it as a vehicle, and I think cancer victims seem so, it just doesn't rub right. I'm a cancer benefactor because I benefited from that experience, and a lot of people look at it as a trial and tribulation, which it is, but through those trials and tribulations, one is fortified. And the old expression is what is that expression I use? For the tree that the wind bloweth not against is not fortified in the storm. For the tree that the wind bloweth not against is not fortified in the storm. And for me, that's beautiful for me.
It's a beautiful quote. Now, how would you say your cancer foundation is different from other cancer foundations that are out there? There's many operating globally.
Without stepping on too many toes, cancer, people come to me, and this is a pretty blatant statement. People come to me like, Doc, can you support breast cancer? Can you support? And I know it's in the hearts of people that want to do charity, that want to support a greater cause. The problem that I run into is that a lot of these cancer societies are perpetuating false senses of insecurity. There's more cancer today than ever before. There's micromanaging the physiology and the biochemistry of the body through a drug or pill is not appropriate. It's not the way. And what we're doing is we're putting all this effort into crisis care, and we're not putting any of it into true prevention. Chiropractic doesn't cure anything. It simply allows the body to communicate more efficiently to deal with the stress that is placed upon it. The Chiropractic Cancer Foundation for Children obviously is in the crisis care situation where we're dealing with children that have cancer already. The point is that I want to stimulate people's minds to understand that chiropractic is good for children, and chiropractic is good for children with cancer. And the reason why that is because we're looking at allowing the body to communicate more efficiently to deal with the stress that is placed upon it. The only definition between health and disease is one word: ability or inability. Health is the body's ability to communicate efficiently enough to deal with the stress that is placed upon it, and disease is the body's inability to deal with the stress that is placed upon it. So if you look from that perspective, let's look at prevention. If I can take care of a child from early childhood, I'm talking about 3 months, 4 months old, am I going to impact that child's life to possibly prevent more serious diseases and illnesses? If I can educate them on organic foods and eating naturally and eating chiropractic isn't just a type of healthcare. It's about neck pain and back pain. It's a philosophy on how we live, and that's the bigger idea, I think, in that.
Perfect. Now, having founded the organization, and it's operating, obviously. Now, down the road, what do you see the organization doing? Where do you see the organization heading?
The organization first started off with what's called Doctors for Education Foundation. It's a group of doctors, and we go do lectures and seminars and workshops. The whole point is that doctor in Latin means teacher. Doctors for Education was set up to get education into the community through a nonprofit organization which has no bias. We're not here to promote or sell anything. We're simply here to expose a greater degree of truth to the public. The Chiropractic Cancer Foundation is a group of doctors throughout the world providing free care for children with cancer. And from that, what I want to do is set up a network worldwide in every major city. Phase 3, which will be coming up very shortly, is to build a cancer camp. In fact, to build many cancer camps. And these cancer camps will be very, very special, very unique. And I'm really, really excited. And we're going to divulge some of that information later on, but know that these are going to be very, very special places with very great potential to, I guess, perpetuate that innate sense of who we are and to be defined in our society.
Now, Doctor, the general public, I understand the Cancer Foundation is doctors getting together and helping the cause. Now, how can the general public get involved? How can we get involved? How can we help you out?
Great question. The Chiropractic Cancer Foundation for Children right now does not run on financial backings from anyone. We are working with the chiropractic community to support ourselves. With public promotion. If you know a child suffering from cancer, go to the website, see Charlie, Frank, Charlie, the Chiropractic Cancer Foundation for Children .org and or .com, and you will see groups of doctors throughout the world. Promotion is key. Obviously, donations are very well accepted, but we're not concerned with that portion right now. Education is key. So anyone that is looking to support our organization and bring and put some hours in to help us locate quality doctors, even quality chiropractors throughout the world, if you know of one, get them to email me, theccffc.org, and we will review them. We will find if they're philosophically based, if they're subluxation based, if they're on our same philosophical page, and we'll bring those into the organization.
Thank you, Doctor.